Good morning, good evening, stock snipers. Welcome. This is our Sunday night forecast. This is Ronnie. Welcome, everybody. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes, guys. So we're going to do our weekly analysis on a few charts that we do here. We're going to start the night off looking at the US dollar. We're going to look at the Dixie DXY, and then we're going to move into gold. We're going to look at US 30, Nasdaq. We're going to look at GBP USD, GBPJPY, and we'll go from there, guys. So from last week's weekly analysis, we were watching to see if US dollar could get above 94.50 and hold above that psychological level 95, and that's where we pushed up to. And we also had our bias on being short on US 30 and Nasdaq last week, and you see that they came down a little bit. They retraced, they pulled back. So let's take a look at the daily candlesticks, the daily time frame on these majors that we trade, and so we can get maybe a little bit of an outlook where things can move this week. And it's exciting times. We're going into middle of November, going into December, almost end of the year. So let's have some good education tonight, guys. You're welcome to ask questions. So I welcome everybody. Anthony, thank you for joining. 1691, Ty, thank you very much. Neo Troyan, thank you. EKWS Invest, Online Work, everybody, guys. I appreciate all of you guys. Victoria, welcome. Thank you so much. Prakutu, Clark, everybody. Eugene, One Business, Fact No Fiction, Damien, everybody. Shout out to you guys. Jasper, what's up, going? So guys, I appreciate all of you guys. So we're going to get started. What we're going to do is we're going to start to DXY. So if you guys want to follow me on your charts, I'm looking at the DXY. This is the US dollar index, if you guys are not aware of it. And what this is, it's comprised of the major currencies of the world, which consist of the British pound, the euro, the Canadian dollar, the Japanese yen, New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, and the Swiss franc. And it's the overall strength of the dollar, US dollar, compared with all the other major currencies of the world. So let's see last week. This is where we were on our Sunday night analysis last week. So we want to know how the US dollar moves so that it can give us an indication of where things can move. So last week we were over here. So this is tonight's candle right here. This is tonight's daily candle, Sunday. Here's Friday over here. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. So this is what we were looking at. We were looking to see if we would push bullish, which we did. We opened Monday, we pushed bullish up here. We continued from Sunday, and we were looking at this zone, 94.50. This was a key pivot area, 94.50 on the daily. We pushed above it, okay? We got some liquidity up there, and then they pushed it. Start of the week we pushed down, but we build a nice base here, exactly where at 94. Okay, so I'm going to now do support and resistance on the daily. Okay, so what I use is I use a yellow line for my daily analysis. You guys can use whatever colors you guys like, but for me, yellow represents daily. If you guys are new on the call, I refer to the yellow lines as daily. And what we're looking for here is we found some nice support at the psychological area 94, and then we pushed up on November 10, a very, very strong day for the US dollar, where we engulfed 3 previous downtrend days. Very, very strong candle, but what we're watching is that volume breaking 94.50 right here. This is that key pivot area I was telling you guys about. So as we broke through it, the next psychological area, this is big, guys. 95 is a big pivot for the US dollar, because when the pandemic started in March of 2020, the US dollar index was 102, 103, so it was above the 100. And since then, we came all the way down to 88, and we've recovered. So this is now a pivot point to maybe get us back up to where if we can push in the next couple weeks, maybe months, maybe in the start of the new year, if we can start to move up here. So we're looking left now. I'm looking back over here in July of 2020. Okay, this is where I'm looking back. That's why this 95 area is a critical pivot for the US dollar on the daily, because if we can hold up here with some nice volume this week, and then we can start to push up and make some higher highs, then what we're looking for is 95.5, 95.50, and psychological 96, because when we get into this area, we've got a lot of liquidity up here. If we can rest by 97, if we can get it back up there, and this is where we're going back, June and July of 2020, if we can get up there. But right now, when it hit up there on Friday, we're pulling back a little bit. Okay, so we might see a little bit of a correction tonight. Going into London, maybe early this week, we may see a correction, and what we're looking for is to pick up a higher low, find some new support right around here. We want to hold this area around 94.50, and we want to work off of this. So what we can see is with the US dollar over here, this was a key resistance on the daily. So I can have this representing a supply zone over here on the daily, where is supply over here. But now when we drag this zone across, this will now represent a demand zone because we've got volume above it now. So this is a key area that we want to try and hold this week. We do not want to see US dollar break below here. If it does, then we trade accordingly as it goes down bearish and may revisit this area of 94 again. So if you're trading currency pairs, this is correlated, not 100%, but it is correlated. So if you have a strong US dollar, if you're trading the pound dollar, the euro dollar, that could be the pound, and the euro could be weak if we have a strong US dollar, and it could go the opposite direction. But it's not always correlated. That's why you have to understand your technicals when you're trading as well, your volume analysis. Okay, guys, so this is the US dollar. We're at a critical area, 95 this week. We're right there. Okay, so if we break right now, where it could come down to is possibly 94.85 area, 94.85 area down here. Okay, and this is where we could see it come down to. If we start to move up, Friday's high was 95.25, 95.25. So let's see if we can break that and we can get it up to 95.5. That will be a next key pivot area up here. Okay, so welcome everybody. I appreciate you guys joining. 100 viewers on a Sunday night for us here in London, Ontario, Canada. It's 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys if it's late where you guys are or early morning. I appreciate you guys. If you guys can like the stream, it helps us. That's all we ask. It really helps us get getting the algorithm and get trending. So we appreciate that, guys. We provide lots of free education on this channel. We take live trades as well. Dave will be back 7 a.m. Eastern for New York with you guys. And we've got all the snipers in our Zoom room right now. So I can message them and say what's up to everybody in there. So guys, now we're going to move on to gold. So if you guys want to follow me on your charts, let me know if you guys have any questions on DXY, the US dollar index, before I move on. So you guys are welcome to ask questions in the chat. I'll try and answer as much as I can as I'm charting and analyzing for us. And tonight we're not scalping. Sunday night we do weekly and daily forecasts. This is good for if you're looking for swing position trades, if you're looking to hold for multiple days. But what it is also, we scalp the markets. This is good analysis for us to understand maybe where the overall trend is, and we scalp that accordingly. So we're gonna move on, guys. Damien, I'll try and look at US oil at the end. Okay, we're going to start off with gold, US 30, NAS 100. We'll do a couple currency pairs, GU, maybe GJ, and then if I have some time at the end, I'll do US oil. Last week we did Bitcoin, and we looked to see if Bitcoin could hit 70,000. So we were very, very close on Bitcoin. We pumped up there, new all-time high on Bitcoin, retracing back a little bit. We'll see where we can find a nice little support level, and maybe tonight we'll do US 30 as a bonus chart. Okay, thank you, Palace Fine, and appreciate you, Noor. Thank you. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do is let's move to gold, guys. So if you want to follow me on your charts, I'm using TradingView platform. Okay, if whatever platform you're using, we're going to move to gold, which is XAU USD, and this is gold on the daily. So we're going to start to do a little bit of daily analysis on gold. If you guys want to watch and pay attention with me, you guys are welcome. So we're on gold XAU USD. The particular chart that I'm using is Saxo on TradingView. It's just a different liquidity provider, but that's there's Owanda, there's different charts that you can use, but the one I'm going to use right now is Saxo. So this is gold on the daily. We've been watching this one every single day, all day, every day. We start all of our analysis on Sunday nights with gold because it's a very popular commodity to be traded, and it's very popular in our group too. So gold is very special to me too. I love trading gold. So let's see here. So we have established a nice support level here at 1770 area, 1768. We had the retracement back here, but we had a nice, on November 4, we had a nice strong bullish engulfing candle. Clear here at support, at demand, and we continue to have this nice bullish rally. So starting on November 4th, gold has been making higher highs and higher lows on the daily, but now we're reaching higher time frame supply and resistance up here. So this was the big break where we had above here. So 1808, 1810. This was a big break on gold when we got through here. And if you've been with us, trading with us all the time, we have been identifying this area 1834 since July. We've been watching this area to see if it would break. This is a critical, it was a critical supply area for gold. For months it was holding down here. So 1834 area right up here. We have this yellow line based across here. So when I'm drawing a supply zone, this is a weekly and monthly supply right in here. You can see every time we attempted to get up there and break, there was more supply than there is demand, and gold got rejected. You can see over here, July 14, 15, 16, we tried to break through 1834, more supply than there is demand, so we got a retracement back down to 1800 level. Psychological 1800 level, we picked up some gold buyers end of July, and we tried another couple attempts to break through there. We got rejected, came down. Here is a big bullish candle on August 4th, hitting the liquidity zone and getting rejected hard, and followed the continuation pattern in the next few days where gold dropped all the way down to 1680. And this is when there was $24 billion worth of gold contracts sold on a Sunday night, early Sunday night, which dropped gold all the way down to 1680, where it was met with a lot of buying liquidity that pumped it right back up, where we tried again another couple weeks of higher highs and higher lows, where we attempted early September to break through this supply zone, and we did not have enough demand to do it with this big push. So naturally, we're going to get a retracement. We're going to get selling pressure into the market, and when we break critical support levels, then we're going to see price and volume go bearish. Now we came up to here. So this was our new supply zone right here, where we had it up here. This was the new supply right here at 1810 area, where it started to hold below here. And you can see if I drag this across this area, this is the major supply up here, 1834 up here, but right below us we have another lower high supply zone, and they tried to break through 1808. Not enough. Now we went into this 2-week downtrend on gold where we made lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We came down to here, 1725. We held support here, which was really good sign, followed by a nice bullish engulfing candle, and we finished off this pattern. This is an inverted head and shoulder pattern where you've got your left shoulder neckline. This is your inverted head, come down, pick up the liquidity, come back up, and then we wrap around our right shoulder, and this is where we moved up. It came back down, higher low, continued to push. We tried multiple attempts again to break through 1810 area, couldn't happen with volume to get up there, so it pushed down, but we picked up a higher low at 1770 area in early November, and we continued to move up, breaking through this supply zone on November 5th. And look at how the volume closed, guys. This is why we watch volume, how it closes. We follow the volume, we follow the liquidity. So the volume came up here and closed above this key supply zone that we could not break above. And next day, here's your retest candle. It comes down bearish all the way back down to here, tests for support and for demand. It was met with buyers, so we can flip this zone to a demand zone now, because we've got volume above us, and now we tried again to make that attempt to break 1834. And I've been telling you guys, when we break 1834, that we could have an impulse break right up to 1845, because I was looking over here left where we were in June. It was 1845. So that was a nice 100 pip move straight up to 1845. But it didn't stop there. It was very, very bullish. Lots of demand came through with this daily candle that broke right through. It came all the way up and broke through psychological 1850 area, which is right here. It broke right through there, and it came all the way up to 1870. That was a very, very, very bullish move on gold, getting all the way up there. So we came all the way back in middle of June where we were. So, and then you can look left for key areas. If you're taking profits, you can see right there 1852 is an area, 1858 is another area, and we're up to there. So now you can see we've got supply established up here now. We came up, rejected. Next day we came up again, rejected, close. On Friday, we opened, came down bearish, all the way back down here to 1846 area. This is a good, solid support area. And we pushed up. It's a bullish pin bar candle, could not break. And this is tonight's candle. So we tried for a fourth attempt to break up there, and we're getting rejected. So now gold is coming down bearish, guys. So we can now establish a new supply zone. So this is now, we flip it with volume being above. This was now a demand down here at 1810. This key area that we could not break for weeks and months, we could not break 1834 area. Finally, we broke it last week, and we've got gold volume above here. So this is now going to be our new weekly demand area right here, 1834. And if we break below there, then we could see gold possibly retrace back to 1808. But right now we don't need to worry about that. We need to worry about this area above here. So we've got now a new supply zone above here, right up here. This is a new weekly supply zone. Okay. Let me know if you guys don't have questions on supply and demand, but I think most of you guys are starting to really understand this. So I'm just reading the questions, guys. Welcome, Supreme Star, everybody. So welcome, guys. I appreciate you guys. Almost 200 viewers. Thank you, guys. If I can get you guys to hit the likes, if you guys are getting value out of this channel, we appreciate that. Thank you, and it keeps us going. We've got our snipers in the Zoom room right now. It's nice to be in there as well, because there's a zero lag. Unfortunately with YouTube, there's about a 15-second, 30-second delay. So it's nice when we're trading live on a lower time frame. We do the Tokyo sessions, we do London sessions, and New York, all in the Zoom. And with no delay, it makes scalping a lot easier. We'll do oil, our last chart of the night, guys. We'll do US oil at the end. Okay, we're gonna focus on gold, US 30, Nasdaq, GBP USD, GBPJPY, and then we'll finish it off with US oil at the end, guys. Okay. Okay, so do you guys understand now? We've got weekly supply up here on gold. So if we're trading gold this week, this is going to be a key pivot area, okay? 1869, 1870 area. This is going to be a key pivot. So we are coming down right now. It's coming down bearish. So I don't know if you guys are already scalping gold right now, but it came down all the way from here. It came down to where? It came down to 1857, okay? So that's our daily low right now, right here. If we break below here tonight, guys, this is, okay, pay attention. If you guys are going to be trading tonight, after this call, during this call, if you guys are trading, going into London, watch this area, okay? Pay attention, guys. 1857. If we break below here, we could see gold retrace back to 1850, the psychological area, 1850, okay? I'm not saying it's going to drop 70 pips down, but we could potentially come down to retest 1850, the psychological pivot zone, okay? So if we break 1857 down here, we may retrace back for a healthy correction to 1850. And when we get to 1850, we want to see demand. We want to see buyers hold this psychological area. Okay, so what I'll do is, to make it a little easier so you can see this, is I'm going to put a demand zone right below here at around 1850. Okay. Okay, so we have major supply up here. You know what I'll even write up here to make it even easier for you guys? I will write weekly supply inside here, okay? Weekly supply zone. Inside here, okay? So this is our weekly supply zone. And this is a daily psychological zone, 1850. So what I'll put over there is, we'll write in there, this is going to be our daily demand zone. And this is 1850. This is a psychological zone. I don't write all this on all the charts, but I want you guys to really understand gold, okay? I really want you guys to understand gold. Ciao channel, you guys are the best Forex channel I have found on YouTube. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. We just try to provide, as Dave and I, we try to provide as much education we can. If you guys do want to take your trading to the next level, we would love to have you guys on the Sniper Mentorship team. We've got a lot going on in there. So how do we learn? It's just, we've been in the markets for a long time. We've been trading a long time, and we're price action traders. We trade volume. We trade liquidity. We identify key supply demand areas, and we trade accordingly. Okay, so guys, do you understand my charts now? So we've got weekly supply above here, 1868 area. You can see multiple rejection wicks when we get up there. If we break here 1857, we could push down to the psychological 1850 area, and we want to see demand down here. I want to see buyers here. If we break below here, our next support line is right here, 1845, and then we could fall back to this demand zone, 1834. That big, it used to be the monthly supply, now it is demand. So we will see how gold reacts this week, and what we could also see is some consolidation in this zone. Okay, so if you guys don't know what consolidation is, we could see gold volume cool off in this area start of this week, right in here. So I'll draw a neutral area to represent consolidation. So it's not red, it's not green, it's this white area representing neutral territory. This is where price could consolidate in here. Volume, this could be an order block zone where there is a lot of accumulation distribution going on in here, and they're creating and contracts in here and fulfilling contracts until they make the next move on gold. We don't know. It's going to be early this week, midweek, or end of week. If we do move, what we're looking for is, we're looking to break through here, 1857, and if we break through there, we could be looking to come down to our next demand zone over here. So this is how I will set up my chart trading gold this week. And guys, this is also for scalpers as well. So this is not just for swing position trading or anything like that. This is highlighting where we have key daily pivot areas on gold. And if we break below this area, we could retrace all the way back down to this 1850 area. And if we break 1850, our next yellow line, 1845, and back down to this demand zone, okay? So this is going to be a key area for gold right through here. 1857, okay? If we break through here, we could have an impulse break coming down on the daily, but more importantly, we're looking for volume to close below here, retest here, and come down. And maybe we're going to see bearish momentum on gold this week come down there. Maybe it needs to cool off after this big rally coming all the way up, higher highs and higher lows. Maybe we're due for a healthy correction, okay? And then we'll see where we can pick up a higher low here or here. And if we continue to break through these demand zones, then we'll fall back and possibly come back down to 1810. Okay, what comes with the mentorship program? A lot comes with it. You get to trade live with us in the Zoom room during Tokyo sessions, London sessions. You also get to have the Zoom link when on YouTube New York, where you get in there with no delay. We do webinars throughout the week. We have a live sniper chat room with a lot of knowledge in there. When we do boot camps, you're included on those. There's a lot coming. We're also going to have trade ideas coming very soon. We're working on a lot of things right now, but and you get full mentorship in there. So you're welcome to ask us questions, unmute your mics in the Zoom calls, and you can talk to Dave and I live, ask us questions, and we can help you out in your live trading. And where we also do take live trades ourselves. Okay, so what happens now this week if we break through here? If gold catches nice demand here and we start to push up and we break this area 1870, where can we go this week, next week? Let's take a look. So this is why we look left. I'm coming all the way back in June, okay? So we could possibly move up to 1876 area, 1877 area. And if we break above there, we're looking to get up to 1885 area, okay, right up here. Okay, and that's all I need for now. I'm not going to go crazy all the way up to 1900 until we break through this supply zone. Okay, and if we break through this supply zone, then we're looking to get above this area through here. We're looking to break above and close above the supply zone. Okay, so what we could be looking for is that move up to here, 1875, 76 area. Then we can push up to possibly 1885 area. So let me know if you guys have any questions on gold. Let me ask in the chat, what do you guys think? Are you guys bullish on gold? Do you guys think we're going to break above 1870 and continue to move? Or are you guys bearish on gold? We break 1857 and we come back down to 1850 area. What are you guys' thoughts? Bullish, bear for the week. I see bullish, bearish. Yeah, so I think we're in a little bit of indecision ourselves, and you can tell with the volume of the candle, okay? And there's a lot of indecision inside here. So we'll see what happens, but this is going to be the key zone for gold this week to see if we can break out of here. This is the accumulation distribution area. We've got our key targets above here. I could even lower this right down to here, 1869 area, right in there. Okay, guys, thank you, guys. So that's gold. So that's my bias on gold, and we scalp this. So key areas, if you guys are scalping, pay attention. If gold volume gets down to here, 1857, I would be identifying your lower time frame. Okay, so what I would do is like a top-down analysis, what we've done on the daily. I would drop it down to maybe 4-hour or hourly. Check out where your mid range support and resistance are on the hourly, 4-hour, and then lower your frame down to the 15-minute or 5-minute, whatever you prefer for scalping even the 1 minute, and then you're looking for key areas on a higher time frame to break on your lower time frame. So if you want to learn this style, I would highly recommend you join our mentorship team. And this is what we do in the Zoom room. So we do our top down. We go from daily, hourly, down to the 5 minutes. We set up our zones and we scalp accordingly inside. Yeah, so there is a lot going on with the treasury bonds and inflation this week in the news. So again, watch for your red folder news announcements for US this week in the morning, approximately 8:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m. Eastern, because that could have a move for gold this week. And then what we're going to be looking for are these key pivot areas right here. Okay, so this is gold right now. We opened Sunday night, we came all the way up here, we got rejected, we came all the way down here. Here's our volume right here at 1860. So we'll see how it moves inside here. I'm not scalping tonight, but I'm doing just weekly and daily forecasts. So that's gold. And after this call, guys, I will, for the snipers in the Zoom, I'm going to clean up this chart. I'll clean up the charts and I'll send them out to you guys in the VIP. Okay, so this is gold. Now we're going to move to US 30. The dirty 30 right here. Okay, so let's, if you guys want to follow me on the charts, I'm moving over to US 30 on the daily. Okay, so this is US 30. Big couple weeks, big bullish rally. When we broke above 35,000 right here, we see higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. So this was a previous all-time high where we got up to, and they just broke right through it. So this is our new all-time highs up here. Okay, so this is our US 30 chart, and we were also very bearish on this coming from last week, Sunday. So we were looking for key structural breaks, and we also had a target of 36,000, and we reached it. So this is what we said from last Sunday. You guys can watch the video on YouTube. You can hear what I said. I said if we come down, we break, and we close below key areas, then we break down structure. 36,000 was an area that we were going to follow here. Okay. Chow channel, can we follow you live and copy the trades you do? We trade live, guys. We trade live. We don't have copy paste, but if you guys want to follow and take trades that we trade, it's on your own risk. That's on you. Whatever you want. But if you're here to learn, we are more of a mentorship to teach you how to trade, not just take trades where we take trades. It's more important that you learn how to trade for yourself. But if you want to, you're more than happy to do whatever you want in the Zoom room. EKHS Invest. One question: how long does it take to be a profitable trader if we just trade on small account? Okay, good question. You know, I'll be straight up honest with you. If you have a small account, small accounts, I'm just saying like $500 or less is considered a small starting account. You're in a learning phase. You're in a learning phase. Okay, straight up, you're in a learning phase. You're not gonna turn that into thousands and thousands and millions of dollars overnight, or you're in a learning phase. So I wouldn't look for dollar values or money. I would learn the power of pips. EKWS, see if you can if you can make 10, 20, 30 pips per day and do it consistently with a small account, and then you'll feel comfortable and you'll gain your confidence, and then later on you can possibly deposit more money or do a prop firm challenge and get higher capital, and then you can do the same strategy with a larger lot size when you learn how to really scale a small account. But when you have a small account, guys, it's strictly you're in a learning phase. So you're learning about pips, not dollars. Okay, learn about pips, how to get 20, 30 pips consistently daily. Increase your confidence, learn proper risk management, how to set stop losses and things like that, and then you will watch your account compound and grow slowly. And then eventually, when you really get the hang of it, you can always apply for a prop firm, unless you have capital, deposit more capital and increase your lot size slowly. Okay, so hopefully that answered your question. Okay, so this is US 30. This is today's candle. This was last week. So you can see we had a nice little bearish run, making lower lows and lower highs. And Where was our new all-time high? Right up here on November 5th. Sorry, November 6th. 8, my apologies. Okay, November 8, we got up to 36,570. That is our new all-time high. So above here, we have a supply zone on an all-time high up here, okay? So, but we do also have this critical area, because when we came up here and we made this all-time high, there was a big daily rejection, and we came down, we closed here, and following day, November 9, small buying momentum, followed by bearish pressure all the way down, and we closed and we engulfed this area. So this is a key structural break area for US 30, and Nasdaq is very similar. So when we do our Nasdaq chart next, we will see how it's very, very similar. It lost key structural support. 30 pips a day is it's a good amount to make, and consistently we've got snipers in our group that are making more than 30 pips per day. We had one of our members make 100 pips in her first day, in her day. So that was really, really amazing to see that 100 pips achievement. So congratulations. But it's learning, guys, it's learning. And then eventually you can always increase lot sizes, increase money in your account, and make more money. The money will come along. Trust the process. It's all about learning proper risk management and how to locate these quality pips. As a scalper, we scalp the markets. So we look for 10, 15, 20 pips, 10, 15, 20 pips, 10, 15, 20. If we hit a nice reversal or a continuation and we're breaking structure down, then that 10, 20 pips can turn into 30, 40, 50, 70, and we continue to ride the momentum down. We take partial profits along the way, and we put trailing stop losses, and we continue to make the pips going down. So there's all different strategies. We teach you how to get precise entries, and we also teach you while you're in a trade how to manage the trade while you're in it, because that's another learning process. The Zoom link is for members, for VIP members. They're in the Zoom room. It's for, if you sign the mentorship team, that's where the Zoom link is. So all of our snipers are in their own Zoom room right now. They're chatting with each other. They can trade in there, and they get the live analysis with no lag or delay. Yep, VIP, the Zoom link was posted in there, Arona. It's right in the VIP. You should see it right in there. Okay, guys, so let's get back here. Okay, so this is a key area now. We've got daily resistance right up here. We have to identify this area, 36,400 area. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to illustrate up here that this is a key daily supply area going forward on US 30 this week. Okay, supply, I use red. Okay, you guys can use whatever colors you like, but as long as you understand what a supply and demand zone is. Okay, the reason why I'm selecting this to be my supply zone is we had on November 8th the big bullish impulse break, creating the new all-time high, and we had a rejection, and next day it was followed by volume closing below this area and breaking structure down at support and closing below. So this is a key supply zone going forward. Okay, the area is around 36,400 area. Okay, and now let's see visually, do we have any support? So we've been making a big move on US 30 when we broke out of this W pattern neckline. When we broke through 35,000 right here, here's 35,000. You can see when the volume got above that psychological pivot, 35,000 area right here. In mid-October, October 14, we closed with nice volume above. Here was our retest candle on October 18, the Monday. We came down, caught nice momentum, a lot of buying strength, and then we had this 3-bar play, continue to make these higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, all the way to all-time high, and we've got a pullback. So that's why we were bearish last week, and we hit it. We got it down to 36,000, even below. So that was our key area, 36,000. But now, what's happened since we got down there? So now this is what we need to chart over here. So we have, on Friday, we had US 30 a nice big bullish engulfing candlestick. Engulf Thursday's red volume. Here's the start, Sunday night's daily candle. So let's analyze where we could possibly move this week. Okay, so below here, we've got a demand zone. Below here is our US 30 daily demand. Okay. And we like to trade supply demand, so we know where liquidity lies and things like that. So we're also liquidity traders. We also trade wicks on a smaller time frame. We trade wicks. So we have different strategies that we use as scalpers that we're teaching our snipers right now in the mentorship group. And they're learning all of these skills, guys. And you can join the group for $1.33 a day. It's less than a coffee a day. So, and those prices will be increasing very soon. And we grandfather you in at each stage. So we had members sign up with us at $29.99 a month. They're locked in for as long as they stay with us. Then we moved it up to $39.99. Those guys are locked in, and very soon, possibly in the new year, we're going to be moving to $49.99 because we're adding so much more to the memberships, guys. We're adding a lot of features. Okay, so Friday, we had this nice big bullish engulfing candle bounce off the bottom support. So this is a nice retracement. So if you use like Fibonacci tool and things like that, you can see how far this retraced. And it's a nice shallow pullback. Okay, so it's a shallow pullback. It didn't retrace all the way down to maybe a key area down here. This is the big area, 35,500. And then if you're bullish on US 30, you do not want to lose 35,000. If we lose 35,000, maybe in December going into the new year, we're going to see a structural break and a possible real downtrend reversal coming on US 30. But we're very, very far away from that. So next area is here, 35,500. So this is a shallow pullback, healthy correction. But let's see what happens this week now. Are we going to get increased buying momentum to come back and reattempt to break this supply zone and make new all-time highs? We will see. So what we're going to trade now is, where's the volume now? Okay, so we can go inside here. I lowered the daily down to here. So I'm following November 9 and 10. And this is other key areas. So if we follow right here where we're at, we can have a resistance critical area right here. A yellow line at November 3 and November 4. Close. 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 Close and open. You can see that the volume going across. This is where we're at right now. We're right here. Okay, so you can see where we're at. Now, how did they move today's daily candle? Let's take a look. This is today's daily candle. Okay, they gapped it up. Did you guys see they gapped it up? Okay, so they gapped it up. They came up to here, 36,173. Picked up a little bit of liquidity up here, and now it's coming down. So we're going to possibly come down as an engulfing bearish candle now. If we come down tonight, where are we coming down to? First zone we're looking for is, I'm going to look for 36,085 area. Okay, so we could drop possibly 40-50 pips down tonight. Okay, if we're following this bearish momentum on this daily candle. So if you guys are scalping, key area to be watching for is 36,085, and if we break that area, we're coming down to 36,030. You can possibly pick up another 50 pips. Okay, it could be maybe 100 pip pullback coming down later tonight. London, New York tomorrow, maybe we come down bearish. But I'm also looking at these areas if we pick up wicks over here, if we pick up buyers, because Friday we had a big, strong, bullish engulfing candle. So maybe this is going to be just a shallow pullback on the daily. Maybe we pick up buyers here. We pick up buyers at 36,085. If we come down here, maybe we pick up buyers here and we see a rejection. So if we start to see that we collect buyers here and we're pushing up, our next areas that we're looking for is inside this zone right in here. So what we can do is we can look for key areas, psychological areas, 36,200 right there, 36,200. And if we break above it, we're going to come up to 36,285 and then back in here where the supply is. So what I could do is, we have supply up there, but I can lower it because I can see that we have supply zone over here. Right here. Below this used to be a demand area, but now volume is below, so this is supply. So if we're trading, guys, and you guys are looking for swing positions on US 30, what we could look for is volume to break above this supply area and close above there, and maybe we can push back up to this area, 36,400, and break to all-time highs and maybe get a new all-time high, okay? And when we break daily all-time highs, we move on the daily about 100 pip increments. So if we get a new all-time high, look for it to go to 36,600 and then push up to 36,700, 800, 900, 37,000. Okay, but we will see what happens. Maybe we're going to come down bearish, and if we break below this key demand area, we're going to see US 30 drop this week. Just like last week, we had it very bearish. So we're going to see, is this going to be just a small bullish pullback and we're coming down bearish again? And if we break below here, then we can start to maybe look for a market sell on the daily. But as scalpers, we also can trade this on a lower time frame, but we know what the overall momentum is on the daily. So what we have to do is we got to look, where could this thing fall down to? So we look left and we can see over here we've got some wicks down to here, and then more importantly this area. Okay, so we can see up here 35,850, and below there is coming down to this area. Okay, and we'll see what happens down here. If it breaks, then we could be pushing down further. But we are volume traders, okay? So this is just an initial zone to get started. But what we do is, as the volume closes today, tomorrow, the next day, we identify where the volume is. What happens if I get some consolidation inside this area? See, before here, there was this entire area that was consolidated. What happens if I drag this area across like this to show me this neutral consolidated area from the past over here, and now the volume will trade in here. If I start to see bullish volume approaching this level, 36,200 that I've identified, what I could do is I could start to take my buy and bring it down to here. I move my targets with the volume. Same with if we start to come down bearish down to this level, 36,033, I could start to bring my short sell over here. And then if I'm in the trade and then I get the structure breaking down here, I can hold my trade longer, and I've got in a little earlier position. And I've got a nice little cushion that I can trade with, okay? So this is how we trade, and we do this on all time frames. So this is where the big move could happen, above and below here. But as volume consolidates throughout the week in here, then I kind of trap the volume where I come in for early entries, okay? So this is US 30, guys. Is there any questions for US 30? Okay, so this is US 30, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Okay, so overall, guys, just a quick recap. US 30, higher highs, higher lows, strong uptrend. We made all-time high up here, and we pushed down last week. There was a nice little healthy correction, but on Friday we got to respect this bullish daily candle that came in. Okay, so now we're watching. Right now it's a bit bearish. Is it going to come down to here, and pick up buyers, make a higher low on the daily, and continue to move up? Or are we going to come down bearish now and continue with this bearish momentum coming all the way down? And we also have a small daily trend break as well forming. Okay, so this is important to note as well. If you draw trend lines, you can see over here that now we're breaking trend. Okay, so we had an overall downtrend, but here, where the Friday closed and where they opened it, it's above the trend line. So we're going to see if we hold trend line and reverse this week, and if we continue to go with a higher low and higher highs and continue to make all-time highs. Okay, so that's US 30, guys. And we nailed it last week, guys. We nailed it in the group. We were bearish. We started with our Sunday night analysis. We were watching structure break, and we had it coming down to 36,000. So that was an awesome analysis on this pair last week. And it was really great, guys. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to move to NAS 100. Okay, we just did. We looked at DXY. Okay. 95 is the key pivot area for DXY. We looked at gold. We charted gold. We spent some time on gold. We just finished US 30. Let's move over to NAS 100 now. Here's NAS 100. Okay, guys, and just one moment. I just got to do a few things here. Let me know, guys, in the chat, where are you guys from? I'm London, Ontario, Canada. Where are you guys from tonight? We got over 200 viewers. Where are you guys at? I like to know where everyone is around the world. Shows how international our trading room is. Show everybody, where are you guys from? South Africa. We got an LG. Oh, LG, my man. Respect to you, brother. We got a big team from South Africa. Wichita, Brazil, India, Brunei, Markham, Ontario. Well, just down the 401 from me. So, Markham, shout out. Dallas, Texas. Awesome. Big Cowboys fan over here. Dallas, big win today. They crushed Atlanta. That was awesome. Big game today. New Jersey. Welcome, New Jersey. Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Maryland, Slovakia. Wow. Jamaica, Paris, Thailand. Amazing, guys. Canada, we are Canada too. Kenya, India, Cowboys. Yes, you got it. South Africa, big team from South Africa. So awesome. I know you guys love Forex. Somalia, nice. Jay Abdi, my man. Thank you, guys. Kuala Lumpur, Virginia, Kenya. Awesome, guys. It just shows how international Forex trading is and everything. So awesome, guys. Just shows pips are one language, guys. Pips are one language here, one religion. We just get these pips. So here's Nasdaq now. Okay, so Nasdaq gave us a couple clues down here when we dropped down to this area, 14,500. This was a big clue that gave us that the markets were going to start to pump, because what we do is we look for patterns. We're also chart pattern traders and things like that. We're very technical traders. What we saw was it came down, picked up support, it made this neckline, but we're looking for a traditional double bottom to come back down to here. So we had this extended play where it made this higher low and it pushed up. Once we broke the neckline, we had the big push up to here. We consolidated straight sideways for 4 days, and then we pushed up again. And then as we pushed up, this is similar to US 30. We made all-time highs. Okay, so and this one too. We had this short position from last Sunday. So this is what we looked at. We were bearish on US 30 and Nasdaq last week, and so let's see what's happened since then. This one's recovered a little bit better on the bottom from US 30. So you can see that they do have different securities inside of them, so they do react different. But early week we had the push down, we had that sell-off, so that was pretty good. Bubba, I already did gold. Yeah, we started the call with gold. Yeah. So, but I'll recap at the end of the call. But we already did gold. Yeah. I always start with U.S. dollar, then gold. We move to U.S. 30 and Nasdaq, and then we're going to do some currency pairs right after this. Okay. So here's Nasdaq. This has a big weekly, 2 weeks, 3 weeks uptrend when we broke through this neckline. When we broke psychological 15,000. So it was very similar to US 30 when we broke 35,000. This one was 15,000. We broke, we closed with volume above. We had a couple retests. Nice liquidity was there. Buyers were there to take it up, consolidate, and push it up. So we had a big bullish rally in the markets in the last few weeks. But now we've reached key all-time areas up here. So how are we going to trade these type of areas? Well, we see that we get a rejection wick, rejection wick, rejection wick, rejection wick. So what we need is, we know that there's selling pressure up there, but we need to break key structural support levels. So this was a key area right here. This is a critical resistance area right here. This wick represents the all-time high, 16,460. But this is now a daily supply area. So if we're going to trade Nasdaq in the next few weeks, going into end of November, going into December, going into 2022, this is a new supply zone and all-time high zone. Okay, so we've got supply above 16,400 area right up here. Rain X, what am I making up? I'm doing charting right now. I don't know. What are we making up here? I'm not making up these charts. The charts are there. The candles are there. We're doing analysis on the volume. Okay. So when we came up here, we broke out new all-time high, but look at where the volume closed. We closed as a pin bar candle. And then November 8, we pushed up again, got rejected, came down, volume closed below here, and right here we came up again, rejection, bearish candle come down. Now we start to break structure. When we broke this right here, 16,300, this is where we dropped. We dropped here, okay? And now, where is our key next areas? Okay, we were looking for it to come down to here, 16,150. Why? Because November 3rd, this was the continuation ignited area. Okay, so this is a critical area. We came down and it bounced off. But now we made some lower lows, we got lower highs. Right here, we came, we pushed up, and it broke. See, when it breaks key structural areas, we're going to come down to the next areas right here. So we had this from last Sunday, guys. You guys can watch the video. It's on YouTube. You'll see what we were calling for. So we were calling for this break, and now we're catching November 11. Veterans Day, Remembrance Day. Shout out to all the veterans out there for everything you guys do for your country. Thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. Right here, we had the market push up and push down. We closed as an inverted hammer candle. Okay, this is our second to last most bullish candle. It's not as bullish, but we still have some nice volume still left down here. So we're following next day. There was a push down. We picked up buyers, higher low, push up. Now the volume closes above this key area, and this is where we are today. This is tonight's Nasdaq daily candle right here. It opened continuation, and we're pushing up. Where are we pushing up to? To this wick right here. This is what we're testing, 16,250 area. Okay, so we've got this push up now. Now we're coming up to this area. So we have our all-time high supply up there. We're not there yet, so I need to lower my supply zone down to here. And I'm going to watch now this week. Is Nasdaq going to make a move bullish above here? If it does, if we break through this supply zone and we close in this area and we use this now as demand and support and we bounce off, then we could possibly come back up to 16,357 and then break up to these high wicks and get to that all time Right up there is the all-time. So what I could do is I could look for volume above this area, close above there, and I could take a trade, and hopefully we get up to here and new all-time area up there. But for intraday traders and scalpers, guys, okay, this is what we do. I do not swing position, but I also provide analysis. If you guys want to swing and hold, follow your daily volume where it closes and the next one opens. But for scalpers, for intraday traders, follow your daily volume. When it approaches this yellow line, 16,250, scale down to a lower time frame. Go down to your 4-hour, go down to your hourly, go down to your 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute, whatever type of trader you are, your personal preference. We scalp on the 5-minute candles mostly. What we do is we follow the volume up here, then we scale down to a lower time frame, and we try to catch the impulse daily candle breaking out to get our 10, 15, 20, 30 quality pips. What's our ROI? We do pretty good. We always, definitely, if you're not getting 1-to-1 on your trade, do not take it. That's guaranteed, guys. If you're not getting 1-to-1 ROI or R&R on your trade, do not take it. We look more for 1-to-2, 1-to-3 plus. So we take good quality trades. That's why our setups are confirmed setups. We do not take so much impulse breaks. We look for retest with confirmation trading. We look for proper setups, and we look for quality pips in the market, and we do very well. We have a good consistent, we're not 100%, no trader is 100%, but when you're growing your account and you're getting good quality pips with a good R&R, then you can compound your pips and grow your accounts. Okay, so this is the key area. We're looking for Nasdaq to break above. So I just said how to scalp it. Can a trader go 54-0? A trader can go 1,000,000-0. That's whatever. You know, what's that going to do if you're 54-0 or 53-1? It doesn't matter. As long as you're getting good quality pips at the end of the day, who cares, you know? So now, where do we see key demand areas? Okay, so this was a key area right here. This is a key area pushing above. So right now, this is a key area, 16,150. So I can apply this as a new daily demand area for Nasdaq down here. Okay, and this is the consolidated area inside here on the daily, okay, supply and demand. It could bounce in here this week, but if we break out bullish, we're looking to break out of here, close with volume above here, get a retest, and then we can maybe get back up to all-time highs, okay? But if we do break down, if we lose this area, 16,150, we're looking to short the market down here. And then we're looking for profit area over here. Look for nice psychological whole numbers and then get down to here, okay? So we're going to see if we can get all the way back down to 16,000 area for Nasdaq. And that's your area right there, okay? And trading inside here, if it wants to trade inside here, we can scalp this area this week. We can scalp all up in here. Get your ruler so you can see what is your average true range from your supply demand zone, and you can see how many pips you're working with. So it's not bad, 100 pip zone. Okay, that's what I normally say. A daily zone is about 100 pips for these type of indices. So there it is, 100 pips. So as scalpers, we can trade inside here, and we can definitely get our 10, 20, 30, 50 pips, whatever you need to get in here. You can make your daily pip goal trading inside of there. But the big breaks will be above here, and a breakout will be above here, and a breakdown will be below here. If it trades sideways in this consolidated area, then we can collect our pips inside. But what I'm looking for are bigger moves, and we can see if we see any patterns developing. So we had this big 2-3 weeks of a higher high and higher low bullish rally. We've cooled down above here, all-time highs, came down, pullback, picked up buyers. Now we're looking to break this supply zone. And then we have our upper supply above here as well. And we can see how it reacts when the volume goes into these higher time frame supply zones. Oh, Dave, yeah, you guys say we look like brothers. We're brothers from different mothers. Okay, so this is analysis on Nasdaq. Okay, so we might see some consolidation this week, and we might get that breakout that we're looking for. And for the snipers in the VIP, I'll clean up my charts and I'll send them out to you guys. So we might see this area act as a consolidated area this week until we break out of here. Okay, so right in this zone. And this one too also broke trends. Okay, so if you start to see your trend where it broke through there. Okay, it's still early, but we did break through trends. Okay, so guys, now we've done. Okay, so let's take a look. We've done our DXY. Look at DXY right at 95. Okay, so 95 is a key psychological pivot area for US dollar. Very, very, very critical area here. We also looked at gold. Okay, so we have our gold area. I'll clean this all up for the snipers too. We analyzed gold. We have our areas. We've done US 30. Okay, so US 30 inside the zone 2. We had trend break. We're looking to come down bearish. We've got our targets, guys. Easy scalping inside there, or we look for our breaks. And also Nasdaq. We just finished NAS 100 right here. Okay, so this is NAS 100, and we will clean up those charts as well and send them out. So let's move over to our FX pairs now. Let's go to GBP USD, guys. GBP USD. Let's go here. Let me just clean up this chart. Okay, so for all the currency traders out here, guys, okay, so we're going to start off with GBP USD. I'm on TradingView and I'm using Wanda chart. If you guys want to follow with me, we're going to do our GU analysis. Okay, so let's take a look at GU. Okay, we've got overall on the daily. Okay, so this big area, when we were at 142 up here, this is when we had the big sell-off. Okay, so this is when the pound has been weak and the US dollar has been strengthening a little bit, where I showed you where we dropped down to like 88 and we're coming up to 95. So you can see that the US dollar has been strong and the British pound's been weak. So we've been making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, and then the push, we broke all that structure and support right there. We came down, came back up, lower high, and pushing down. So right now we've got a little bit of a bullish move off the bottom. Friday we had a bullish candle, but let's identify some areas now. Okay, so we have to look and see where are key areas for where could we move this week with GU. Okay, so you see here when we broke structure right through here, we lost support here. Okay, so this over here was end of October, early November. This is when the trend really started to break. Structure started to break through here. This is where we had our consolidated area, where it was cooling off for 1 week, a little over a week inside here. This is, guys, when we use the consolidated area to illustrate that there's an order blocks in here, there's accumulation distribution going on in here, there's a lot of fulfillments going on in contracts, but the overall move is lower high, lower high, lower high, supply, supply, supply. And we eventually start to exhaust the buying momentum and then break through. Right here, October 29, here was the first day we broke out of this entire zone and we closed with volume below. Very, very key volume close down here. And now we're looking for possible retests. We get lower highs where they push it down. Small shallow retracement candle right here, followed by a big bearish engulfing candle, break the low and continue to move down. So when you're following volume, you follow the highs and the lows, and then you establish new supply and resistance areas as you trade forward. Okay, over here, this high 1.3695 is lower than this previous high 1.37. So this is a lower high, and it's a strong bearish engulfing candle breakthrough key levels of support, and we break down structure. And now you see it push all the way down. We get buying momentum coming, another pullback. Look at where it comes up to. This was the key area of support over here, and now with volume below, this becomes the key area of resistance. We get a rejection. It's a spin top candle. It came up, rejected, selling pressure pushed it all the way down here, followed by buying pressure from this daily candle still in the market, and it closed with indecision with a small bearish volume. Next day it continued bearish, breaking down this key support level, and our GU kept on moving down bearish. So this is now most recent area. This is where we broke down and got some support. So this was a key break from over here, end of September. This is where the volume is right now, trading exactly. You can see that green line. That's the live volume trading right there. We broke down, retested, and came down here. So we've got major daily demand now at 136.60 area. Okay. And you can see Friday we had a nice strong bullish engulfing candle. Okay, guys, and I apologize, guys, if I can't get to all of your chat get to all of your questions, but I'll try my best. Okay. And guys, I appreciate 200 viewers. If you guys can just if you guys are getting good value out of this, if you guys are learning, please like the channel. It helps us. It helps us understand that you guys are getting good value out of it, and then it keeps us doing this on YouTube. So that's why we ask for these likes. If the likes aren't there, then maybe we're not offering you guys too much value on here. So that's what helps us gauge for us to do this daily with you guys. And we spend a lot of hours with you guys. Dave is spending 3-4 hours from 7 a.m. to 10:30, 11 sometimes. We're spending a lot of time with you guys here, okay? Where we could just be in our Zoom room with our snipers right now. So we love to give back to YouTube. We appreciate you guys, and this is why we do this. You know, we love to give back. Our statement is pay it forward, guys. We pay it forward. All we ask in return is a like on, you know, you easily hit MT4 buy and sell button. I think you guys can hit a like button on YouTube. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, guys. You don't want to miss out on all of the live trading. Okay, so now we have to identify, guys, supply and demand. Do you guys understand why this is now a daily demand area down here? Okay, so we came down, we retraced, we had a big bearish momentum break through this consolidated area. It pushed down, lower lows, lower high, lower lows, lower high, lower lows. But now we're forming a base down here. So we could be potentially moving up this week. US dollar, it's at a critical pivot right now. It's at 95. Okay, so this is going to judge how we're going to move this week with this pair, British pound, US dollar. It's at a pivot for the DXY. So if US dollar moves above 95, we get to 95.5, and that's the next area, then we'll possibly see another possible bearish momentum come down to this demand area. We'll see if it can push down here. If we have the US dollar cannot break and hold 95 and we go down to 94.5, then maybe we're going to see the pound come up to this next area of supply. So what we got to see now is we have to analyze this pair. This was a critical support area. See, when it came down, volume closed above. This was a red bearish candle on November 5, come down to this area, 1.3423, push up. It closed as a pin bar candle with volume above. Next day came down bearish, picked up a higher low, more buyers, and continued to go up where we tested up here. So this is a key support area, but now volume is below. So this is a new resistance area now, key resistance. So when we have resistance, we have supply now. So what I could do is I could start to have a supply zone for GU on the daily right here. Okay, and we may consolidate with volume inside here, but if we're trading this pair for all the swing position traders, 4-hour traders, daily traders, if you guys are looking to have positions on GU for multiple days, overnight swings, watch this area right here. Watch this area, okay? Because what you're looking for is you're looking for volume to close above this key area on the daily or 4-hour, whatever frame you guys are swing position trading on, okay? We scalp the markets, but if you want to swing position, we can teach you how to do that as well. All candlesticks have the same characteristics. It doesn't matter what frame we're on. If I didn't tell you we're on a daily chart right now, you would have no idea. I could tell you we're on the 15-minute, 5-minute chart. You guys wouldn't know. So all candlesticks have the same characteristics. What I'm looking for a bullish move is we push up, maybe we get rejected at resistance supply initially, and we get pulled down. What we're looking for bullish move is to create a new higher low. Get some buyers either here or here, and we push and we break through there with some nice momentum. We can break through this area, maybe possibly come to this key area right here, and we encounter some resistance here. But when we look to come back down to this area, this is what we want to see become our new demand area. We want to see this red box flip now to green because we have volume above. We're looking for an injection of volume to push us up to this area and break above there. So if we're looking for long position, we're looking for volume to close above 1.35 1310 area. Okay, can volume on the daily close above here, retest, and then we move up. But for scalping, you can use these areas as it comes up here to maybe scalp the breakout. Okay, but this is more for long-term daily traders. But if we get rejected up here, if it comes up and we get rejected, we could go into a short position and we could scalp it coming down or getting rejected here. But a big move also, if we follow this momentum, lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, what happens if this creates a new lower high at this supply zone and it gets rejected and we push down and we break through here? Then we're going to create a new lower low and we're going to see the pound dollar fall even further. Okay, this is if the US dollar now pivots from 95 and we start to make a nice move going up to 95.5, 96. We could see a strong dollar, and then we'll see maybe bearish momentum on GU. And if we break below this area, where could we possibly go? Look left, down over here. This is how we gauge where it could come down to. Okay, so where am I now? I'm in December of 2020. Last time we were down, we broke below this area. Okay, it was December of 2020. Okay, so we could possibly come down to here, 133, and if we break 133, we could see it come down to 132.50. Okay. Welcome, Belle. Belle's been here for a long time. She's doing great with her trading. Appreciate you, Belle. Thanks for joining in. Okay, so this is GU, guys. And now, okay, so these are the bigger targets, okay, the bigger moves. But we have to also look for another move. I can see in here that we do have some daily consolidation inside here. Okay, so I use a neutral box to represent this area of consolidation. Now we're breaking out. Okay, so if you guys are scalping up here, it's trying, the daily candle is trying to break out of a key resistance area right here, 134.20. If it breaks out, we could potentially come back up to this supply area, okay? And what you could do also for daily traders watching daily volume, you could have the bigger buy up there, but if you want to get in early, maybe you want to bring it down to here and you wait for the daily volume to close, or you take an impulse breakout. It's up to you how you want to trade, and you could get in and then get the breakout up here. So what you could do is, if the daily volume closes above here, maybe we get a retest, take a buy, stop loss below, we break through supply, come retest, and then we go up to here. So that could be a daily move for GU as well. Okay, and for short position, we're looking to break down below this area. 134.70 area, okay? Okay, so this is GU, guys. And what you can also do is you can look for if you see any type of bullish divergence. If you add a technical indicator, subchart indicator, do you have the volume making lower lows, lower highs, and maybe your subchart indicator is making some higher lows off the bottom, maybe identifying a little bit of bullish divergence on your time frame, and then maybe give you a little bit more confluence as to maybe this is going to be a reversal and come back up, or it's just going to be a small bullish pullback. It's going to get some supply and push back down, okay? So, and then as a scalper, you're watching the key areas where it could be breaking here. You could be going down to your lower frames to get into the market and take some trades. So from here, guys, we're going to move on to GJ. Let's do GJ really quick, guys, because I'll GJ right over here, okay? So here's GJ on the daily. We had this one as well. We nailed this one last week with the analysis. Caught the bearish momentum, breaking down on this pair as well. A lot of guys banked on this one. So let's do GJ right now. Yeah. Okay, so GJ, we just finished off GU. So now we're doing the pound yen. Guys, I'm on Oanda chart, okay? So you can see this key area that we broke above on this pair. This was the key area, okay? You can clearly see this. That's why, guys, you gotta identify resistance supply areas. You gotta learn how to trade like this if you wanna be like a volume, liquidity, price action trader, okay? Start identifying your zones, because candlesticks are beautiful, guys. They tell you a story. They tell us what happened in the past. They tell us what happened in the present, and we can predict where they're going to go in the future. That's how we make our money, okay? So it's good to do your analysis and understand what's going on. So here we have key supply for this pair at around 152.30. Okay, so you can easily identify this. You don't have to be trading technicals for 20 years to see this. You can see that you have a resistance. No volume is really breaking through the zone. There's a couple impulse wicks that break up, but that's an impulse move. And then later on, it closes below. So that's why I tell you guys, if you're trading, to wait for candles to close, whatever time frame you're on. They'll give you that added confirmation so that you don't get faked out by an impulse move. And then now you follow your candles. You follow the volume patterns. Do you guys see anything? We came down leg one. We found a bottom, found some support, found some demand. Came up, we've got a neckline. We came down again. This was a red bearish candle, came all the way down here, picked up support again, double bottom. Now we're breaking out. W pattern. You can see it's a visual W right here, down, up, double bottom, breakout. Volume closes above the key resistance area, above the yellow line. We close with volume above the supply zone. Next candle on the daily, here's your retest coming down. It opens as an ignited candle, continuing to move up, and we have this bullish rally on this pair. So you could get into a buy here, stop loss placed below there, and you run this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. Very nice bullish rally that all started down there with this pair, okay? So now We are away from all of that. Now we got to analyze how high did we come up to. It made a high of 158.20. Okay, so here we have a new supply zone above here. Okay, you can see when we make resistance areas and we have multiple attempts to try and break above, these areas can act as supply. We came up there, got rejected, came up, rejected, rejected, bearish candle now, starting to make lower highs, and we're breaking down key structural support areas. Here we broke down, pulled back up, lower high, continuing to go down. You can draw trend line, guys. If you need to illustrate this with a trend line, you can have a trend line like this. It's showing you that the volume, every time it gets up there, it's getting rejected. And as long as we keep breaking key daily support areas, then we're going to get more selling pressure and continuing to fall. You see all of my support areas that are getting broken on this pair. This was a really nice pair to short GJ in the last few weeks, and we had this from last week's analysis as well. Okay, so where are we at now? Okay, look at the volume now. It's tapering down into this area. So this key area, this yellow line, remember this area represented in the past over here in all of September. It represented this area of resistance. Now this yellow line should be acting as a daily support level. Okay, and what we can do with these zones is we move these zones across. They are static zones. The only thing that will change is the volume. If the volume is above or below, it will be a supply or a demand zone. So right here, this area now is a daily demand zone for this particular pair, GJ. So we're holding right now. It came down right here Friday. We had a bullish candle engulf it, and now we're going to see what we're going to happen with this candle. Saeed, I already did gold at the start of the call. Okay. Now, where's our next daily resistance areas? Right here. Right here. You can visually see it. What do we have above here? We've got short-term supply. How are they consolidating the price down here? It's cooling off down here. Okay. So what's the overall trend? What's the overall move? We had this big bullish rally, met an upper supply, lower lows, lower high, lower lows, lower high, lower lows. Okay, now we're consolidating down in here. You see the volume. Volume is consolidated, accumulation distribution zone, order block zone, fulfillment area. So contracts are getting filled in here. We'll see this week. Is this pair going to trade inside here this week for a little bit? Or are we eventually going to break out of this zone or just cool off in here? So if you're trading inside the zone, do your ATR, your average true range. Identify how many pips you can trade inside. Okay, it's not bad. It's a 100 pip range. That's very nice for scalping a currency pair. So you know that you have a 100 pip consolidated area and you can trade inside. But the big moves, if we break out of here, this is where we could have maybe this is the retracement all the way down to this key now demand area that's been formed, and now we break out. So if you're looking for long positions on GJ, look for a break above that area of supply and to close above this area and get a retest, and maybe we're going to revisit this area 155 and then we move up to 156. Okay, so you're looking for a move above here with volume to close above. Okay, and also for a bearish move, if we move bearish this week, okay, what happens if it comes up, it pulls up and makes a lower high right here, and we push down bearish? This is where it's at right now, trading inside resistance is right here. Okay, see, look at these three candles. See where they closed and opened? Right in here. Now it's acting as resistance. You see how we're wicking off of it? This is going to be a key break, guys. Tonight, if you guys are trading this pair, okay, pay attention, 153.03. If we break above here, we could potentially push up to 153.58. You can potentially grab 50 pips, okay? This could be a 50 pip move coming up to here, and we can scalp that on the way up, going up later, okay? But if it encounters some supply, some resistance, and we push down and we break this area, okay, if we break below here, right here, this is where we could possibly see the short in the market continuing with this pair, continuing to make lower lows and lower highs. This will be a key break for this pair, okay? Pay attention to this area as well this week, 152.30 area, okay? Because if it breaks below there, it's going to possibly retrace all the way down to, look left, key areas right here, right there, okay, 151.40. And then if it breaks below there, you're looking for it to come down to 150.50 area, okay? Yeah, when we're scalping, guys, we tell you guys when we're trading. When we trade live, I tell the guys in our Zoom group, I say I'm getting into a buy, I'm getting into a sell. I give my psychology why I'm taking a sell, why I'm taking a buy. You know, we trade as a group in there. So it's great. Also, the snipers are telling me to check out some pairs. There's possibly bullish divergence. We move over, we trade as a group, and we all trade together. So it's a really great community, guys. We all help each other out. But we're transparent. We say when we take trades, we show our profits, we show our losses, everything like that. But you are trading at your own risk. Okay, we are not financial advisors, so we're all adults here. You need to trade smart and with proper risk and account management, and learn and earn with us together. And that's how we trade. And we'd love to have you guys on the team with us. So this is GJ, guys. Right now, okay, on the daily, gave you guys these key areas. Okay, so this is a consolidated area, okay, after a big move down. Maybe this is going to be a bearish flag on the daily. So you can see we've been pushing down. Now it's just it's in an area of exhaustion. So anytime you have major move, this was a major bearish move coming down. Now it might be catching its breath in here, consolidating, fulfilling some contracts, and then it may continue its bearish momentum. So if we break below this area, we may continue in a bearish move down. So what we could see right here on the daily is we do have this move coming down, could be consolidating sideways, and this pattern has a higher probability of continuing to break down bearish, and then maybe we come down to here, pull back up, and then this pair really breaks down in the next coming weeks. Okay, so this is GJ, guys. Last chart I'm going to do right now is going to be US oil. Okay, so let's take a look at US oil. Normally I go about 90 minutes on these Sunday night calls. So we'll throw in a bonus, US oil. Last week's bonus was Bitcoin. We had Bitcoin approaching 70,000. So let's take a look at where BTC is. This was from last week's analysis. We had Bitcoin breaking out of here, okay, this neck area right here, breaking out, continuing to move. How high did we get up to? 69,000, okay. We were calling for 70,000 up here. We couldn't kiss 70, but we kissed 69, and new all-time high for Bitcoin above the 66,000. We came down, but look at Bitcoin now. It's forming a little bit of bottom. Nice support at 64,000. So just really quick, I'm not doing a Bitcoin chart, but I'm just showing you guys, if you guys are trading it, we've got some nice support at 64,000. There's a little bit of daily demand below this area at 64,000, 63,500 area. Okay, so there is good buying momentum down there for Bitcoin. Next area is we're going to target this area, 66,000. We're retesting this area. So let's see this week going forward, can we close above 66,000 on the daily right now where we're testing it? If we can, then we can possibly push back up to 67,500 and maybe make a new all-time high and get back up to 70,000 plus. That would be something really nice for all the Bitcoin longs and cryptos. So guys, those are the key areas. Really fast, let me just show you the supply zone going forward. We're in it right now. Okay, so we're entering the daily supply right now. Okay, so if we break above, guys, long on Bitcoin, you're looking for a break on the daily, close above 66,000. We can possibly push 67,700, get up to 68,500, then attempt our all-time high up there at 69. And break above it, yes, then 70,000 is the first area, psychological area, where we could get up to. If it catches a wick, supply zone, and we come down, if Bitcoin this week breaks right here, 64,000, then we're looking for it to fall back to possibly 61,000. Okay, and then the low, what we don't want to lose is right here. Hopefully we do not lose this area, 58,500. Okay, we do not want to lose this for Bitcoin longs. We want to hold this position. This could be a nice breakout, getting up there, new all-time high. Let's see if this is a nice shallow retracement, healthy correction. Hopefully we can get some new buying volume on crypto, on Bitcoin specifically, and we can push and close above 66,000 so that we can have a nice weekly push and try and reclaim 69, 70,000 for Bitcoin. So guys, that was just a quick chart. I just wanted to show you where Bitcoin was at. Let's move over to US oil, because I know there's a lot of crude oil traders in here. So let's go to US oil, guys. And let's do some analysis here, because there's a lot of pips to be made on oil as well, guys. Saeed, thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Cats, how are you, brother? I haven't seen you in a long time. I appreciate you on all of the streams. Thank you for all of your support. You're awesome, brother. Thank you. We appreciate you, bro. And I love your beard too. Nice beard. You're part of the beard gang. Yeah, we're the bearded FX traders over here. Okay, so daily, guys, daily US oil. Okay, so if you guys have been following oil, it's been interesting because we got up to 85. Okay, look back to last time when we came up to 85, guys. Look at the date, guys. September, October of 2014. Okay, let me say that again, guys. Last time we got up to 85 a barrel was back in 2014. Okay, 7 years ago. 7 years ago. That's how far back we're looking to where oil came up to. That's why a lot of traders are very interested in trading oil, because we have not been up in this area since 2014. So now we came up here. We got rejected. Why? Because we're entering a 2014 supply area. Okay, so here's our supply on the daily for oil. Okay, and this is very similar if you're trading UK oil, US oil, whichever one you're trading. Very similar. Okay, so this is supply zone. Okay, supply. You can see last week. Here's today's candle, Sunday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, midweek, early week. Crude oil had a big move up, but we got rejected on the Wednesday of last week. Bearish engulfing candle came right through and closed. Not just one, but 2 days engulfed those. Very strong bearish day on crude oil, continuing to come down. So now we have to identify some key support demand areas, because we've got a 4-day downtrend coming down. Okay, and we're bearish on today's Sunday night candle. We opened a lower high coming down. We're continuing to fill Friday's wick. If we break below right here, 79.90, okay, 80 is the psychological area. 80 is psychological. But if we break down 80, then we're going to possibly push down to 79.90. And then right here, guys, see the critical area right here. This was the critical drop, close, push. Okay, right here, 79.30. 79.30. So if you guys are trading oil, guys, follow along with this chart. Down here, we've got demand. Okay, if we drop this week down below here, we've got demand down here. Okay, so there is demand in this area. And if we break below the demand on crude, then we're going to see a further push down, and it's going to drop down to 78 and a quarter. Okay, 78 and a quarter right here. And then next key area is 77.50, and that's as far as I'm going to go right now. 77.50. Okay, so we could see a push down, bearish momentum on oil if we break through here, guys. This is a key area. Okay, this 80 area, it's a psychological area. So what we're going to see is, can we break below this area? Okay, we could also see maybe a head and shoulder pattern forming. Okay, so I'll show you where I potentially see a head and shoulder pattern forming, and maybe you guys can pick it up as well. But we're also in this area of previous consolidation. See all this spin top daily candles, spin top indecision, volume inside. We've got volume inside, and this is where the volume is. So we are inside this zone right now. So this is a consolidated zone for oil in between 81 and 80 right here. Okay, so this is a key area of consolidation. Okay, so what we could see is a potential head and shoulder break right here. Okay, so this could represent the shoulder, left shoulder right in here, this area. This is the head that broke out all the way up here, and now it came retraced back in. So it could finish off the right shoulder, and we could be breaking down now. Okay, this week we could see a potential drop in oil. It's coming down bearish. It has a daily head and shoulder pattern, and we could be wrapping the right shoulder right now. Okay, this is the right shoulder. You could draw a trend line from the last 3 days from right here to here, dropping. It's also in a descending triangle coming down, and this is the key area where we could break, 79.85 area. Okay, very, very close to it today. Okay, but if we're looking for positions now on oil, guys, if you're looking to swing oil, okay, key areas that you're looking for are, this used to be a demand area, demand, all of these rejection wicks, but now we've got volume below. So short term, we've got supply area right here now, right above the consolidated zone. This is my lower time frame supply. Okay, right here. See how the volume is now consolidated in the supply demand area. Okay, so if we're looking for gold to break trend, let's say we catch some bullish momentum down here, we get some bullish daily volume, come back up, break our trend line, reverse this 4-day downtrend, and we continue to move up bullish. If we're looking to go long on oil again, we're going to look for a move above 81.50. Above 81.50, we're going to look to push back up to our next our weekly supply area of 84.50. Okay, so that will be the move. It's not going to go directly up there, but it could make some pit stops where? Right here at 82.30, and it could make one more pit stop. These pit stops are also where you can take some profits, and we do this on all time frames when we trade, because you have to reward yourselves, guys. If you get into a trade, you get some profits, you need to scale out a little bit. It's as we're teaching to get in entries, you got to learn how to exit a trade as well. You got to learn how to take some pips. Don't get greedy, because if you get greedy in these markets, they will humble you really fast, and they'll leave you with your head spinning. So also take profits, guys. You know, nothing is guaranteed in these markets, but if you can grab some profits, then reward yourself. Whether it's daily trading, swing position trading, whether you're intraday trading, whether you're scalping, whatever it is, that's how you can compound pips, you can compound your account, and you can make some money as well. So that's why we trade. We don't do this as a hobby, guys. This is real life for some traders. Okay, so you got to get in the mentality of how to reward yourself, learn how to also take partial trades partial profits, I'm sorry, when you get into a trade. If you go up 10, 20, 30 pips, reward yourself with 50, 60, 70, 80% of your position, cash it out, and leave a small runner with a break-even stop loss. Then you have no emotion in the trade. You got nothing to worry about. Your capital is not at risk. You're already in profit. You can let the runner do what it's going to do, and you've already rewarded yourself. So this is oil, guys. So this was a bonus chart, guys. I'm watching oil myself. I'm going to start trading this a lot more than I used to trade it back in the day, but now I'm going to get more involved in trading this one. So those are the key areas, guys. But we can see that we could be wrapping around with a right shoulder, breaking down this head and shoulder pattern and breaking below here. Okay, for scalpers, when this red candle reaches this white line, scale down to a lower time frame and trade it accordingly. Look for some key hourly support breaks. Look for some 15-minute closes and rejections also on 5 minutes, and then you can collect your 10, 20, 30 pips or more. And so that's oil, guys. That's key areas for oil. Let's watch to see if it breaks here this week. 79, right here, 79.3. We break below there, we could start coming down to 78.30 and possibly back down to 77. But we could get some buyers in around this area as it comes down. We'll see if we get buyers and oil wraps around. If not, we're gonna break, guys. And it's going to be an interesting week this week because of our US dollar. Okay, US dollar, it's right at this psychological pivot, 95. This is going to tell a lot this week when we're trading, guys. So this is a key area, guys. So we went over, guys, just to recap, we did our DXY, we did gold, we did US 30, Nasdaq, GBP USD, we did GJ, and we finished off with US 30. Just a quick, guys, if you give me 1 minute, and then I'll go back to gold. I'll clean up the gold chart and show us again. This is our website, guys. If you're looking to join the team, we'd love to have you guys on the team. You can start now right over here. What you get in our program is $39.99 a month, $1.33 a day. You get live Zoom trading in the New York Zoom room, 0 delay from YouTube. You also get to trade in the London room, the Tokyo room that we do. You get to be part of live webinars. We do weekly Q&As. We have tutorials, guys, right over here. We've got a tutorial section with all kinds of stuff over here. This is all of our tutorials on candlesticks, price action, charting, continuation patterns, reversal patterns. We've got technical indicators we break down, strategies. All of our webinars, guys, are recorded and uploaded for your viewing. And if you guys just want to join in on a free blog, for guys, if you're looking for a free blog, good content, we haven't been as active because we've been doing so much for the snipers, so much on the back end, but we're going to do more blogs this week. They're trades we take, breakdown ABCD, our psychology, why we're taking these trades, a lot of good information. Just visit the bottom of our website, guys. You can drop your email address at the bottom where you can join now, right over here. Join the newsletter, you get the free blog. Guys, our broker of choice is Fusion Markets based out of Australia. They have really good spreads, really good commissions. We recommend them. Here's the link. You can join in from our website. Guys, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and the free Telegram group. Guys, I pinned it at the top of your chat. You can join in there. It's a free Telegram group. And guys, on Instagram, beware. There is a couple scam groups also on Telegram, on Instagram, claiming to be us. Guys, we do not, listen, please pay attention. We do not accept cryptocurrency. We do not invest your money. We don't take your money and invest it and promise you these crazy returns. We don't do that. We are a mentorship. We teach you how to trade. You trade live with us. You know who you're trading with. So guys, do not follow these scam groups. Just report them or message us, and we will let you know. Guys, coming very soon, we're going to have a signal service coming. This will be included for our members. So that's coming very soon. We've got a lot of good things coming, guys. So we'd love to have you guys join the team. It's very affordable, guys. $1.33 a day for all the content. You can make pips on the call and pay for your membership on one call. Go $1 a pip. We make 20, 30 pips. Your entire monthly membership is paid, and then you get an entire month of free mentorship and a lot of added value. And we grandfather you in at each each price, and then when we increase it, you're locked in. The only thing is, if you leave, then you come back, then you have to, obviously you're not grandfathered in anymore. So that's kind of incentive we give you guys. We love to pay it back to our snipers. Guys, I appreciate this call. I'm gonna get a little bit of rest. Hopefully, guys, you guys enjoyed this weekly analysis. Dave will be back on YouTube at 7 a.m. Eastern for New York. And for the snipers, guys, the calendar is down right now. We're working on it. So there will be a link provided for you guys in the VIP. So you guys will have that. And you guys will have the trading with no leg, guys. Let's have another positive, profitable week this week. We killed it last week. A lot of good plays. Guys, we appreciate you guys. Thank you, Arcats. I appreciate you, brother. And I appreciate you mentioning your friend over here. We'll take care of him. Guys, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in a little bit. And enjoy New York, guys. Thank you, guys. Pay it forward. God bless everybody. And we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.